Hey everyone, it's Philip Thomas, and welcome to, I guess we're going to call this part of Fixing Focus. I want you to listen up very closely. Do you hear it? That's the sound of something escaping somewhere where it shouldn't be escaping. And even worse, I can hear it down here. And I think I see it right there. That, my friends, is a coolant leak, which I discovered the other day when I was refilling the power steering fluid. So I guess I'm really thankful that the car has a steering fluid leak, so I know about the coolant leak. But now I've got to figure out what the heck is going on there. So I'm already starting the process of jacking the car up. And you might say I don't even need to, but I kind of want to get on the other side of this cross member that's holding the radiator so I can actually see what's going on. Oh, looks like, I don't know if y'all saw that, looks like it's dripping from above, so let's go back up there. Okay, so I'm hearing a pretty strong hissing sound from this area, so I'm going to remove the headlight. I'm not even going to try to get onto the car right now. Unless I absolutely have to, but it sounds like it's coming from right in here. So I'm going to go ahead and take the headlight off and see if I can look in there a little better. All right, so we've got the headlight out. Take a look. And I think this wet area right here is going to be our coolant leak. But the system is no longer warm, so I'm going to add a bit of water to the reservoir. I'm going to start the car, let it get back to warm, and then we'll see if water comes out. And good news! I see our coolant leak. Right here at the upper radiator arm, there is in fact some coolant bubbling off. I don't know what this component is, but it looks like there's a bit of a pinhole, so maybe some JB-Weld is in order? I don't know, but I'm going to let the car cool down. I'm going to inspect this general area a little bit more, and I'll get back to you in a few. Alright, so it's now about 9 o'clock at night. I apologize for the fact that it is nighttime, but, you know, that's just the way things go. I had to go get some groceries, and I had to go get some of this. So, I've got some sandpaper, so I can roughen up the area a little bit. This is 1,000 grit. I would prefer, like, 500 or 120 or anything like that, but I just don't have any sandpaper like that, and I didn't want to go spend money on it, so hopefully that'll be enough. But you can see our little pinhole right about there. It's not that one that's obvious, it's actually the one to the left. That tiny bit of damage right there is all it takes for us to lose quite a bit of coolant. And honestly, I don't believe that's the only leak, but I do know that it's the only one that I could see or hear. So maybe it is the only leak and we're just getting lucky. I don't know, that's what I hope. Anyways, moving on from that, I've got some isopropyl alcohol to prepare the area. I've got some gloves, because apparently you need gloves. And of course, I have this JB-Weld WaterWeld. It's not exactly ideal. I did want something that was rated for high temperatures, but I'd rather have something designed for plastic, you know, all of this stuff, than something that's designed for metal and also high temperature. And it seems like the only high temperature stuff they have was for metal, at least where I went. So here we go. Up to 250 degrees. I think operating temperature of the engine maxes out at like 215 degrees. So hopefully none of the water in the loop is going to be exceeding that temperature. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. But right now, the car's been on for a while. I've been driving around, like I said, to go get that stuff. So this is still pretty hot. Can just barely leave my finger there. So I'm going to give it about another 30 minutes to cool down. But luckily, it has stopped leaking out for now. So I guess the pressure in the system has gone down enough where I don't have to worry about it, you know, leaking out due to the pressure. So yeah, I'll be back in 30 minutes. All right, so oops, I did not mean to step on that. It's been a little more than about an hour or so. Hopefully enough time for this to be nice and cool. So yeah, it's a little warm, but definitely not ridiculous. And I do believe that this stuff, if you use it under 50 degrees, it takes extra long to set. So I'm going to assume if I use it in relatively warm temperatures like this, it's going to set a little more quickly and maybe a little better, I hope. But now I'm going to go through the process of cleaning this up with isopropyl alcohol and that rag. I'm going to sand the area down, see if that hole gets a little bit bigger. and then I'll actually go ahead and apply the JB-Weld, and once I finish that, I'll show you how the repair comes out. Alright, so since you last saw me, it's been about 16, 17, 18 hours, something like that. I just finished a 500-mile road trip, to Texas and back to do some legal stuff for the car. And as you'll notice, the coolant level does not seem to have dropped at all, which theoretically means that that JB-Weld actually held up. But to find out, I'm going to go ahead and take everything off again and just make sure. Alright, and with the headlight firmly out, take a look at that. The JB-Weld actually holding. 500 miles in the desert heat. And look at that. It's like there was never a leak in the first place, other than the obvious JB-Weld everywhere, but hey, I'm pretty happy with that, and that's one more problem solved on Old Perfect. So now, I'm going to get some power steering fix from Lucas, pour it in right there for the next episode of Fixing Focus, and hopefully that fixes our power steering issues. I don't know, nothing's a miracle these days, it's all scams, but hey, we'll try it out. Thanks for watching, have a great day.